Check. What's going on, everybody? Give me about a few minutes. I'm getting this live set up. We're almost to the main event. What's going on, Troy? What's up, Steven? Yes, sir. We're getting to that point. Almost to that point. We got the co-main event that's on right now. Co-main's almost done, so we're about to get to the main event, but let me see. Looks pretty dead even on who you guys got. A little bit of Wilder, a little pro Wilder going on. I see 59% Deontay Wilder. Interesting. Just because of the fact that a lot of FightHype, make sure you take care of these bots. Yes. Yeah, I put a timer on here, man, just to make sure that these bots do not infiltrate, but I don't think so. I think they're in a couple other streams, cooking some other streams. So, yo, what up? What up, Eric? Yo, big drama show. All right, cool. All right, I think this is enough. This is enough right here. Oh, there's a bot right there. What we gonna do? We gonna snipe him. Bow. All right, cool. All right, let me get this music down. Cool. All right. Check it out. Check it out. It's been a minute since I went and streamed a little bit, y'all. What's going on? It's Ron Goodall here at FightHype.com. As always, I'm sure you guys seen a couple of my interviews. If you like them or you hate them, either or. I appreciate all you guys coming in, giving you guys a little quick update. The co-main event is currently going on. It's almost done. It's Goodall Riley. He's in the 9th round, so about 4 more rounds left, and then we got the main event, so not too long from here. So I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really watch a lot of this undercard. This undercard has been very uneventful when it comes to names, right? I'm not saying they probably weren't exciting. What up, Julie? What's going on? From the UK. That's what's up, man. I do need to cover a fight out in the UK. Appreciate you coming in. Eric, yo, big drama show. So check it out. I'm going to just jump right into it while we're waiting for the main event to start. I think this is going to be a very tough fight for Deontay Wilder. I know that we're an American-grown channel, right? A lot of probably pro-Americans in the chat, right? I'm sure that a lot of people see. I see all the way Wilder. What up, Wovaka? What's going on, my guy? Hope everything's good with you. I know that we're going to get a lot of probably pro-Wilder because we're American-based, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think Derek Chisora should be the favorite, right? And I'll explain while we're getting ready for the main event to come up, right? UK undercard is always bad. You know what? I hate to throw a specific promoter on under the bus, and he has good fighters, right? It's not even the fact that he has bad fighters. It's just I don't know what it is about marketing here in the States, but Queensberry undercards are just tough to get through, right? But if Wilder wins, is it safe to say we get AJ versus Wilder? Never know, man, because AJ has options. He can do Fury, right? I mean, I think AJ fighting Wilder for Fury would actually be a good, I don't want to say tune-up, right? I feel like that's a slap in the face for Wilder, but essentially Wilder's the guy that lost to Fury arguably 3 times, right? So, but it's a risky fight by all means because we know Wilder has that equalizer, but you got Draw calling it right now from the UK. We'll be able to watch it live. So essentially it's a watch along, right? So in this case, set the transparency, I won't have the footage, right? So I'll be giving a live commentary to what I see with a sprinkle a little bit of my opinion, right? So what up, Chris? You're from Huntsville, Alabama. So yeah, obviously, all right, Chris, you're going for the Bronze Bomber, right? More UK rep here. Derek is the favorite, right? And Derek should be the favorite, right? And this is why I'm probably gonna go be picking Derek while we're waiting for the main event to start. Derek Chisora is coming off of 3 wins, right? And honestly, one of those wins in there is a really good win. It's against Joe Joyce, right? So he's on a 3-win streak. Deontay Wilder has won 2 out of his last 6 fights, right? Granted, 2 of those were against Tyson Fury. One of them was against Joseph Parker. And other was when he got stopped by Zilla Zhang. Now, his wins were Robert Helenius after the Tyson Fury fight, which some people say it was like a ghost punch. But he got a vicious, first round knockout, I think. But then later on, after he got stopped by Zilla Zhang, he had this fight on BOK Prime against Terrell Herndon, I believe. And I'll be honest, never heard of the guy. I watched the fight. Wilder went the distance, and he did not look, even though he lost to Zilla Zhang and Joseph Parker, he didn't even look a fraction of that Deontay Wilder. So I'm really skeptical on what version we're getting here with Deontay Wilder. You know, he doesn't have Malik Scott. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I think Derek Chisora right now is riding off the momentum of beating Gerald Washington, which Wilder beat, Joe Joyce, which he was for sure the underdog, even dropped Joe Joyce, and defeated Otto Wallin. So Collington says Team War, so going for Chisora. Is this live going to be starting as just a black screen? What day is the stream? So if you guys aren't familiar, DAZN is what's going to be broadcasting it. If you don't want to pay for DAZN, right, I'll just be giving you guys live blow by blow. But Deontay has a God-given right hand, though. And I agree. So in this instance, Deontay Wilder has a really great shot of beating, not just beating, but knocking out Derek Chisora early on, right? I think the fight favors him early on, but the later the fight goes on, it's definitely going to be a Derek Chisora fight. Derek Chisora is going to have to make it ugly, close the distance constantly, do a lot of body work, because we've seen Wilder slow down when there's been a lot of body shots, which will take away his power late, right? Slow Wilder down. And then also the high output, Derek Chisora is going to have to be busy, force Wilder into a fight at a pace he's extremely uncomfortable with. But with Deontay Wilder, he's going to have to use his biggest weapon, which we all know, his right hand. He's going to need to make sure he uses proper space to set it up, stay patient. Doesn't need to win every single round, right? As cliche as it sounds, he only needs to land one. And just avoid the inside wars, you know. Don't let Chisora thrive in the close range brawls. Tie up, you know, Chisora, and then time him, right? Don't throw a lot of wasted punches. time him over volume. One perfectly timed punch could beat 10 sloppy punches, which that's kind of been Deontay Wilder's kind of criticism. He's kind of not a technical fighter, so use well-placed shots. Don't waste a lot of your energy with high volume. And it's a very dangerous fight for both, but I'll favor Chisora, right? Troy says this might look like the Parker versus Wilder fight if Wilder doesn't KO him. I agree. The later the fight goes, it favors Chisora. Chisora is a slow starter, notoriously, but he continues to thrive in the second half. And if Chisora does win, it's probably going to be a late round stoppage, you know, maybe like 8 to maybe a fight that goes the distance, right? So when did the fight start? What channel's on? So right now we're on the co-main event. It's the 10th round, so we got 3 more rounds, and then the main event is going to start probably after some introduction, some ring walk. So it's currently in the zone. So biggest MC. No, it's not going to show the fight. It's just going to be live commentary. So if you don't want to pay for it, I'm going to be explaining it very detailed, very specific. So let's not forget, he got a close fight versus the Samoan guy, which Wilder got schooled. You're talking about Joseph Parker? Yeah. So I'm heavily going to be favoring Chisora, probably like a 60-70%. And I'll probably give Wilder like a 30-40%-ish, right? Can you shout out Lucy Skaggs? She's a huge Wilder fan. It's her birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday. Well, my bad. Oh, it is her birthday. Happy birthday, Lucy Skaggs. And I'll be honest with you, Lucy, it's going to be a very tough fight for Wilder. So don't put all your eggs into Deontay Wilder, because I just don't think he may not. I'm not saying he can't, but he may not be able to pull this out. So it would be arguably one of his biggest wins in his last 6-7 fights, like straight up. So Joe Joyce has been on a losing streak, though. I agree. And because of that, it is going to be kind of what you feel like is going to be the reason why the person's going to win. Can Deontay Wilder take advantage of Chisora just walking forward, right? Because we know that's what Chisora is going to do. He's just going to present a lot of pressure, right? But at the same time, regardless if it is a fading Joe Joyce is arguably better than Robert Helenius, Terrell Herndon. I mean, geez, I can't even think of the last time Deontay Wilder had like a very successful win. It might have been Luis Ortiz, as frank as it be, unless you think, you know, he should have won the first Tyson Fury fight, which I thought Fury arguably won all 3. So just bet the house on Chisora. I'm nervous at. Chisora has a massive engine and a great chin. I agree. I mean, when you really think about it, Chisora has shown a lot of just development and growth in his second half of his career. I know that Tyson Fury has cooked him. I know that Joseph Parker has beat him, but I still see late half development in his career. You know, I see him placing his shots a little bit better. I see him showing a lot more experience in his second half, just not being just a relentless come forward fighter. I mean, he's gaining a lot of intelligence and he's showing it, right? So Chisora smashes Wilder any day. Well, I favor Chisora today. So Chisora's going to have to force him into to be hit a few times by Wilder because of the range difference. Yeah, I mean, this boxing, I definitely think Wilder's going to be able to land some good shots here and there, but the thing is, can he land the right shot, and can he land it in the first half? Because even though notoriously he has bailed himself with that right hand, we have seen him fade in that second half. So it's going to be a tough fight for both guys. I still think the safe pick, though, will be Chisora, right? What time is the fight? It's literally the next fight. We're in the 11th round of the co-main, so about 2 more rounds, arguably 1 more round, and then that's it. Network Sticks DC. What's up, man? You from DC? Punches rather right or left? Punches rather right or left hand. If your feet aren't proper, the punch isn't that effective. I'm sure I wish Deontay allowed someone in the camp to critique his footwork. Man, that would have been amazing. Honestly, when I went down to Alabama, when I used to cover Deontay Wilder, this is, I think, when he was fighting Dominic Brazil, I believe. I went down there and watched a little bit of his camp. And it's obviously his camp is completely different than from then. So I don't think I'm leaking or explaining anything that's not really necessary. I don't know. A secret, right? But in my honest opinion, I felt like the people that he had in there were not really telling him the things that what we all kind of see on television, right? Like he's lacking some of the fundamentals. He's not utilizing the jab as often as we would like. And the person who I thought was in there that could have been extremely instrumental, which is going to be very controversial to some people, was Mark Breland, right? Mark Breland was a person who had kind of the same type of stature, the length. You know, he was able to be effective using his long reach. Olympian, gold medalist, 5-time Golden Glove. I mean, you name it, world champion. So he had the frame to teach Wilder, and I thought some of the stuff that he was explaining made sense. Obviously, there was a difference of opinions, right? But I really think Mark Breland was a really good candidate if Deontay Wilder was utilizing him as a strategy coach or even a technical coach, right? So with that, I know he doesn't have Malik Scott in there. He has a whole different type of camp. And at this point, I mean, I really don't know what the strategy and game plans are. You know, I think it would be very difficult to teach a guy of his age and this part of his career new tricks. Not saying that you can't learn, but when things get bad, he's going to resort to the things that he's used to. And what his comfort zone is really using that lead hand to set up his rangefinder and to land that right hand. So Garrett says, man, I respect Chisora for always getting back up and bringing big fights. Yeah, it's kind of like an interesting story that the fact that this guy who's 36-13, never won a world title, is able to still be in these type of fights where, you know, you never know sometimes that he's either going to pull a great upset, right? Or, you know, just get knocked out. Because honestly, he has some good wins in there. Kubrat Pulev, Joe Joyce. I mean, I guess Oliver Aline. You know, he was technically beating Dillian White until he got caught with that left hook. And the guys he lost to ain't bad. Like Agate Cabriel. Like, look how much that aged well, right? Alexander Usyk, Joseph Parker, Tyson Fury. I mean, when you really look at it, I mean, even early in his career, was it David Haye? What else? Vitaly Klitschko. I mean, when you look at Chisora's resume and his losses, and I'm not saying like, you know, I'm high on giving moral victories, but he really doesn't have anything to be ashamed of the people he's lost to. So that alone, he gains a lot of experience. And he's probably been in the ring with not just one time, but 2 times better opposition that Wilder has, because he's faced Fury multiple times too. So my cat just ran in with the mouse. That was fun. What I missed? What up, Hex? Nothing yet. We're in the last round of the co-main event, and then once that starts, I'm gonna call the main event. Yeah, I'm from DC, born and raised. Yeah, Mark made him move. I agree. Not working. Yeah, I actually am gonna go down to DC coming up soon and cover some gyms, the Headbangers, No Excuse, Lamont Roach, maybe the Russells. So a lot of talented guys out there. Scooter Davis. There's a young kid. He's trying to go to the Olympics. Marcus Luther. He's great. I feel like I'm forgetting a few names. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of talent on DC. I mean, it's DC, right? I mean, what do you expect? What up, Lance? I'll definitely say that this fight's going to end up in some type of knockout. I agree. It's going to be one of those things where Chisora is going to batter him or Wilder's going to land the equalizer. And regardless of what direction it goes, I think it's going to be exciting. Now, I'm going to give you guys my track record about heavyweights now, right? I think I've had a great track record of the fights I picked. Like, I picked Devin Haney to beat Norman, Crawford to beat Canelo, Shakur to annihilate Tio and step to him. I mean, I think practically majority of my picks last year was great. However, I am notorious for getting heavyweight picks wrong. So please suggest where you can watch it for free. You just have to Google it, Artsy. I mean, I can't really share that information out there because I'll be like relaying how to watch content. Like I'm essentially distributing illegal content, right? So, but yeah, just Google it, Artsy, or go to Twitter. Yeah, little Scooter over there with Barry, good kid, very humble. Yeah, man, I think Scooter Davis has a lot of star potential. Like he has a great audience like around him that comes to his fight, support him. I made a joke with him about like he kind of has like a cult like following, but I think Scooter Davis is on the cusp of having an opportunity to be one of the next bright and shiny athletes to join the sport of boxing, right? I think he just needs a little bit more TV time. His style is very friendly. He gets a lot of knockouts. I mean, he digs to the body very well. Strong, hardworking kid. So definitely looking forward to Scooter, man. And, you know, he has a lot of interesting people around his division. Cormel Moten, Zaquin Moses. I mean, you name it, right? Water with his toothpick lace. Got this, bro. Who is your bias here? You're saying who am I picking here or who am I biased for? Because I don't have a bias in that fight. To be honest with you, I really don't have self-rooting interest, really. When is the fight? It's coming up next. The co-main just ended, so we're just waiting for these two guys to get in the ring, and I'll be able to call it. So, but yeah, honestly, I think at this point, if Derek Chisora makes it ugly and continues to stay in his chest all night, and we get past the 6th round, I mean, it's definitely going to be Chisora all the way. But those early rounds, those quiet early rounds are very dangerous, right? Because we know Wilder wins by explosive power and his timing, right? But Chisora always wins. Pressure, toughness, volume, relentlessness, resilience, his chin. I mean, so... And I don't know if Wilder is going to be able to land just one shot and end it. I think he's going to have to land a significant amount of shots. You know, like he's going to have to put some of his shots together. Because Chisora, even though he's been stopped, a little bit older, I think he's tough enough to take a one clean shot from Wilder, but not too many. If we see a KO, what do you think which KO would be? From whom? Jaw is going to be jaw or liver? If it's Wilder, it's definitely going to be on the jaw, right? I favor Chisora just slowly breaking him down throughout the fight. If it gets past that second half, it's Chisora. And, you know, we've seen Wilder also show his toughness, but he tends to slow down with a lot of body shots. So it'll be interesting to see if Chisora can actually get him out to the body. But, you know, it's keep in mind, these guys are older too. So Wilder's 40, Chisora's 42. I mean, we're arguably looking at the very end of these guys' career, right? We got two 40-year-olds fighting each other who's both been stopped multiple times. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was jaw, liver, anything. So these guys have seen better days. What up, Hayden? You're going to be showing the fire, just commentating. Just commentating to be transparent with you, man. This couldn't do it because of copyright. So if you want to stick around, I'll be calling it with a little bit of my opinionated, you know, essentially my thoughts, but I'll be calling it straight down the middle. Like I'll be calling blow by blow, what I see, and give you a descriptive play by play. When it's the fight, it'll be the next fight literally coming up. Like the Vidal Riley fight's done, co-main's done, so we just literally waiting for these two dudes to get in the ring. So Chisora knocks him out in one? That would be crazy. One? Hey, it's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen, but I don't know if Chisora is going to knock him out in one. Chisora easy? Okay. I think just Chisora is notoriously known for a slow starter. So, not saying Chisora can't knock him out. I think that's probably more favorable. I just don't know it'll be the first round. He's very... And on top of it, keep in mind, just like my man right here says, Chisora is so heavy, 266. I think Wilder can definitely land a big right hand. That's an interesting point, depending on how you spin it, right? I think Chisora is, 40 pounds? there's a 40-pound difference between the two at the weigh-in. So that's either going to make it harder for Wilder because he's going to have a lot more resistance, or Chisora is going to be sluggish, slower, like fat, right? So we're going to know right away kind of what type of Chisora we're going to get in the first few rounds, because if he's looking like a tank and he's just running through, then it's going to be a terrible night for Wilder, right? So, morning Wilder, my winner. You know, right now looking at it, I see 55% Wilder. I mean, it is kind of a pick'em fight depending on what you like. But if you go to the bookies, it's 100%. It's 100% Chisora. No questions asked. How do you watch the fight? You can watch it on DAZN. I'm 53. I'd love to be 42 again. You're a young 53, man. You know, it's just a number, brother. Would Chisora's skin color make Wilder a bit softer? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Hey, yo, and be honest with you guys while we're waiting. This build-up has been absolutely weird. Like, hearing Wilder talk about how he was able to have a child off of the lady that he was with, and she like took his semen. I don't know if you guys saw that. And the whole build up, Derek Chisora coming up saying he got a towel for Wilder and wearing the Tyson Fury mask. This is unique per se. Didn't think I would hear the type of stuff I heard in this build up, but it is what it is. Let's see. 10:30 p.m. in UK. You Americans can watch it at a daft time for a change. When the fight's in the US, we have to stay at. Honestly, it's a good time over here. I don't even think. I mean, really, it kind of benefits us better because it's so early over here. So. But, cool, man. Vidal Riley won. We need to get him out the ring so we can get these big guys in the ring now. They're starting to do some of the video promotional highlights to get this thing going. Hopefully they get them in quick. Guts says Wilder is definitely cooked. Bet against it. Yeah, I picked Chisora. Guts. Teddy picked Chisora, but I put money on Wilder. Yeah, regarding Fury probably. You know, Teddy. You're talking about Teddy Atlas, right? Me and Teddy have been pretty much on sync. I think he's got a better track record last year than I did because he picked Fabio Wardley to beat Joseph Parker. I definitely didn't pick that, so I didn't expect that. But yeah, I mean Teddy, I can't even knock it. Teddy has been on a tear of picks. I mean everything he's picked has been practically right. So I think if me and Teddy are in sync, then I feel good. Cause dude, I always get these heavyweight fights wrong, man. I just expect certain outcomes in certain fights, and you know. Usyk is definitely one of those dudes that have proved me completely wrong multiple times. So, okay, I lied. I dropped a crisp 100 on a Wilder. Damn, you feel confident on Wilder like that? You better cover your spread. I mean, the money's with Wilder, right? And hopefully put Wilder by knockout, because I don't know Wilder in distance ever goes together. Minus that. Actually, his last fight, he got a stoppage. Yeah, against that Terrell Herdon guy, which, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I didn't like how Wilder looked on that last fight in that BOK Prime, so little nervous about Wilder going into this. So, and I think you should be too if you're picking Wilder. So, yeah, Usyk's a badass, bro. Usyk's a badass. I can't even knock it because really. He was the underdog for AJ, as he should have been, and he won. And he was the underdog against Fury, as he should be, and he won. So, Usyk is just this tiny little titan, man. Technical, strong, intelligent, fast, witty. I mean, dude, he didn't just beat the division. He lapped the division. He went back and beat Daniel Dubois twice after Daniel looked like a monster again. He beat AJ twice. He beat Fury twice. I mean, dude, at this point, you can do whatever he wants. I know there's Agate Cabello out there. There's Fabio Wardley out there. There's Moses Atama. He don't need to do any of that. And if he does that, he's just adding another layer to his excellence. So I think as in right now, because Terrence Crawford's retired, I think Usyk is easily the I mean, even before then, I mean, Usyk and Crawford were interchangeable. With my personal opinion, Inoue being on the outskirts. But yeah, dude, that dude's the man. Straight up money line, yeah. Really? Why didn't you just put Wilder by knockout? I mean, you think it's safer to do money line? Nah, just straight commentating because the copyright. So Timothy picked Chisora too, but he gives a chance to Wilder. Oh, you talking about Tim? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think everyone's smart pick and safe pick is Chisora, right? And I think really, when you really honestly think about it, I mean, it's really a fight. It's set up for Chisora because he's the A side. He's Queens. You know what I mean? Like, Deontay is being treated as the B side. So, on the fight, yeah, there's currently ads being played right now. So I'm just waiting for them to do the ring walks right now. But let's see. What's my pick? Inoue versus Nakatani. I think it's safe to say that Inoue should be the huge favorite. I'm not saying that Nakatani doesn't have a chance because his style is kind of a style that I can assume gives Inoue fits. Long, lanky, good counter punch, good left hook. Capitalizes on aggression. I think Inoue needs to just be... He needs to fight smart because regardless of how Nakatani looked in his last fight, and a lot of people thought the Mexican fighter he fought, which I thought he beat Nakatani. It's a completely different style. So I don't know. I'm not making excuses for Nakatani. Maybe it was a bad night. Maybe it was a style matchup, or maybe that guy is just a better fighter that night. But I think as in right now, as long as Inoue doesn't take him lightly, I think Inoue should definitely win the fight and kind of break him down a little bit. I think the fight will be a little ugly in the beginning. You know, I think it will be because I think Inoue, will it be ugly? Maybe not. Maybe boring. That's probably the better word. It might be a little boring in the beginning, not ugly. Because I think both of these guys are great counter punchers, and when you get two great counter punchers, they typically try to set up, you know, the traps, and because of it, it might have lack of action. Unless Inoue is getting clipped and he's behind, and then he's going to have to press the action. So, but other than that, I favor Inoue in that fight. Is the fight going to start on the hour? What is it, 5:33? I think it's about to start, like, probably in 10 minutes. They're showing some of the ads and promotional for the fight. I mean, we're just waiting for them to get in the ring. So, what round you guys think is going to go? Premium says Wilder's done 4th or 5th. Really that early? I think Chisora will start to break him down around 4th or 5th, but I think he's going to get him maybe out of there later in the fight. What up, Short? Am I going to show the fight? No, it's going to be just commentary because if we show the fight, we'll get a copyright strike, right? So, granted, you're more than welcome to stay. I'm going to give a play-by-play. But other than that, you'll have to watch it on DAZN. I think the big advantage of this fight is the weight of Chisora. Because he's 40 pounds bigger, as long as Chisora doesn't look like a slow slug, then I agree. But typically, Chisora doesn't really look bad. So he's just usually getting outclassed by like an Usyk or a Fury, right? So I think Chisora is just going to be strong and ready to go, man. And unless he gets clipped a few times by Wilder early on, I think he's just going to run through Wilder, man. Yes, them chicken legs. Chisora 7. Yeah, I think 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Pretty good. No worries, Short. Just got to be transparent with you, man. Wilder 8th round KO, but I'm biased. That's my guy. Well, you know, I'll never remove the idea of Wilder getting a knockout at any round. I just know that the probability goes down lower and lower, especially if Chisora is bringing the fight, making it ugly, hitting him on the chest, hitting him on the arms, hitting him in the, you know, the ribs. because Wilder at that point is known to be notorious for getting tired. And when he gets zapped from that, that probability goes out the window 10 times more. So Wilder has to start getting some serious shots early on. And if he does, that is going to be a clear victory for Wilder, right? Jake Paul could beat both of them. We all know AJ cheated by actually knowing boxing. So for some of the people in here who's coming in, my keys to success of it, once again, is that I do think, while waiting for Wilder and Chisora to get in the ring, Wilder needs to make sure he controls the distance early on, right? I emphasize early, because Wilder's biggest weapon will be his right hand, and he's going to need to get space to set it up. He needs to use his jab to kind of make sure that he can blind his shots a little bit, just kind of like how he's had great knockouts in the past. He set it up with a jab. Stay patient. Doesn't need to win every round, right? There might be a few rounds that, Chisora might have the better of, but just stay focused. Try to start landing your good shots. Avoid the inside war, right? Chisora definitely thrives in the inside and close quarter brawls. If he does come up to you, Wilder, tie him up, get some space, and then make sure you get timing, some good timing on your shots. Don't focus on volume, because you tend to get tired. Here, let me change this name. Oops, my bad. Don't tire yourself out throwing a lot of punches, right? Timing over volume. And I think he can get a lot of success that way. Now with Chisora, simple. Make it ugly, pressure, clinch, lean, roughhouse, turn into like a grindhouse. Just be straight in his chest, close the distance. Don't let Wilder extend his arms fully. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him get spacing. Body work. We know Wilder slows down late rounds, like I said. Take away his power and force Wilder into a fight at a pace he's uncomfortable with. So those are just my honest opinions on how this fight can play on either. That's the strategy, right? So Wilder should let his right hand go. If he does that, he could win. Chisora's an easy target. But he needs to make sure he needs to land accurate and precise, not throw a billion punches, because that tires him out too, right? Chicken. Isn't it both of there's 50th fight? Let me see. So it is Wilder's 50th fight. You are correct. And then this is Chisora's 50th fight. That's actually insane that they're both fighting on their 50th fight. So good information right there, Adam. Good to know. Didn't know that. I do know that Wilder's 40 and Chisora's 42. So it's definitely one of those fights where anyone who gets their ass whipped here probably should consider retiring. I just don't see a future for either one of these guys if they lose, let alone a career with great health if they maintain these type of fights. So come on, Wilder, win in the first round. I win $340 from a $10 bet. That is something worth putting $10 for, even though I don't think Wilder will win. All right, but seeing what you can get, Wilder's best chances are the early rounds. So that's a dope bet. Not even gonna lie, but that lets you also know like the probability of him not maybe getting the first round knockout against Chisora. So risky play, high risk, high reward. Well, low risk, high reward. Hi from Turkey. What's up, man? What time is it over there in Turkey? How's your day? My man said, no way. Yeah, I just don't see Wilder knocking him out in the first round. So right now they're showing Wilder. He's hitting the mitts in the back right now. He's in the back with Don House. I don't know if that's his head coach now. I just don't know who his corners. Yeah, but Don House has been with him for quite some time. Looks like it's going to be a boring clinching fight, right? I don't think so. I think Wilder isn't the best clincher. So because of that, I think Wilder will allow Chisora to get some work off on him. And that's going to go against him. So clinch fight turns into a draw. I just don't see a draw. I see this fight being like Wilder versus Brazil. Really, you think he's just going to spark him out? Yo, I was actually at that fight at the Barclays Center. And when he caught Brazil, I still can hear the sound when he connected on Brazil's head. I would describe it as like a baseball bat hitting a home run shot, like right out of the major leagues. It was so crisp and so piercing that at a certain point, a shot like that made me just slightly believe that he may have killed Brazil, because it was such a flush shot. It was one of the most scariest clean flush shots from a heavyweight I've seen up in person and covered. Absolutely frightening, terrifying. If he can get a shot like that again on Chisora, it could be the same result. But I know Chisora is a moving target. Brazil just walks straight forward. So it's just going to be really hard for him to get that type of shot off as early as he did like Brazil, right? But Chisora will be coming forward. It's not like he's going to be like slick and defensive. So Wilder knocks out Chisora anywhere between rounds 3 to 7. What up, Mr. Grandy? I mean, I think the earlier rounds favor Wilder, right? I mean, once we get to the later rounds, that's enemy territory right there. That's Chisora's. I don't know if you guys watch Jujutsu Kaisen. That's like his domain right there, right? He unlocked his domain. So we're gonna see what Derek Chisora is gonna be able to do to break him down, but we just gotta wait for these guys to get in the ring. A lot of commentaries going on right now. Malik Scott, Carl Frampton. So these guys haven't made it to the ring yet. Looks like Deontay Wilder is starting to make his ring walk right now. There, he's walking through the hallway, so we're about to get the fight going. Wilder would get starched. Chisora is too experienced, too much of a dog. Could go either way, though, for sure. Yeah, angry old man. I favor Chisora, too. I favor Chisora, too. My mind just cannot pick Wilder, right? It's heavyweights, though. Anything can happen. And we're talking about a guy that has, like, what, a 98% knockout ratio? Hasn't had a vicious knockout since 2022, and that was Robert Helenius. And after that, he suffered 2 losses, right? And before that, he took 2 losses. So Wilder is coming off of 2 wins out of his last 6 fights, and I wouldn't say there anyone that I would be jumping up and down in excitement to say that that's who he knocked out, right? It's been going downhill for him. So Chisora's been on a 3-win streak with Joe Joyce in there. I know someone made a comment that Joe Joyce was also going down, but still, beating Joe Joyce is still more impressive than what Wilder's done in the last 6 fights. So both fighters do need this win, I agree. I do agree that it will be action-packed. I just don't know truly how the fight will play out. You know, if Wilder catches him early or if Chisora takes him to the deep waters. I'm picking Chisora to pick him in deep waters, but you can never count Deontay Wilder early on, right? If Wilder wins, do you see Joshua versus Wilder? I think that fight makes sense. I do, because if they're looking at Wilder as food to set him up for Fury, right? I mean, it's a very dangerous tune-up, right? But it just depends how Wilder looks, right? Because AJ also is coming off of a car crash, and you know he's gonna need something to allow him to test his body in the ring before he jumps in the ring with, especially Tyson Fury. Or we have to see how Tyson Fury looks coming up. So yeah, I agreed. Really interesting fight for sure. Chisora looks old and out of shape at the weigh-in. He is 40 pounds heavier, and I do need to see how he looks in the first couple rounds, right? Because Chisora is known to be a slow starter, but is he going to look like notoriously slow? Like just because that's also going to be a huge telling of how the fight goes too. If Chisora looks like he can get his chest and he's putting a lot of pressure and Deontay looks uncomfortable, then we already know what type of fight we're going to get. But if Chisora still 3 or 4 rounds goes in and he looks like he has no idea how to get to Wilder, and Wilder is able to use his jab and keep his distance and skip around, you know, that Deontay Wilder skip, you know, when he uses his, it's like a pawing jab. He like measures with it. He doesn't really flick it. He just kind of leaves it out a little bit. But we just have to see how Chisora's also going to move at this point of his career too. Tomato cans. First big shot ends the fight. Boom. I mean, does Chisora really have a one punch type of shot? Have we really seen something like that recently? Deontay walking out right now. It sounds like Wilder's coming out to some sort of like religious church harmony. Very like uplifting. Just straight commentary, David. For the AJ Wilder fight, I can see AJ getting knocked out. AJ's head movement is shocking on his chin, but he's been rocked too many times. I mean, it's a fight that at a certain point, I was kind of torn a little bit on who would win, but I just think Joshua's the fresher fighter. And I mean, at that point, how old would Wilder be when he gets in the ring with him? Would he be like 41 or something? So yeah, it's coming out some gospel. That's what it sounds like. I mean, you know, with his religious upbringing from his father, I mean, it makes sense, right? He's, what is it, son of a pastor or something, a preacher? We all know Wilder isn't technically a gifted fighter, but I love his heart and story. I agree. I mean, you're talking about a guy who picked up a sport very late in his life and miraculously was able to win a bronze medal with the limited skill sets he had, then was later to be able to navigate and be maneuvered to become a world champion and defend it, and had a couple good title defenses against like a Luis Ortiz, which I know some people make jokes about his age, but I think that was a great title defense, you know, for his stature and his level of skill set. I mean, Ortiz is I would assume a Cuban amateur you know what I mean? Those guys have fought tons and tons of fights. So his experience there definitely gave Wilder fits, and Wilder was able to overcome it. So he has some decent performances. He's an overachiever. He's presented a lot of great fights and arguably almost beat Tyson Fury. Almost knocked him out in 2 fights. So at this point, we'll see if Deontay can still pull the trigger and land that vicious shot. Chisora, all right, so Wilder's in the ring right now. So we're waiting for Derek Chisora to get in the ring right now. Chisora's one-punch shot is mainly the overhand right, but that's usually accumulated damage for him to one-hit KO somebody. Okay. If that's the way that Chisora does get a one-punch knockout, I wouldn't really then I guess think of it as a one-punch knockout. But technically, if he does land one shot, it is. But I agree with you. Chisora's game plan is going to wear Wilder down. Bunches of punches, volume, consistency, pressure, clinch, lean, roughhouse. Does Wilder costume look heavy? No, it actually looks light. You know the time is the main card in the East Coast. Thanks. So Kong is actually going on right now. Like Derek Chisora is coming in the ring as we speak right now. So Wilder's the type of fighter that can go either way. It's like 50-50 because of his power. Yeah, it works against him more and more the later it goes, but it's still there. Angry Old Man. As a Brit, I always thought Wilder would be easier work for the better fighters, but he proved us all wrong against Fury. Wilder had so much heart and grit. Really tough guy. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I really think that with some of the teachings, if he really took the Mark Breland style a little bit more to heart, I think he would have had a way better career personally. Using his jabs, snapping it out, not just winging, overcommitting, and setting up his shots. But you know, overall, I think he showed a lot of good grit. I do know that Fury spoke about how he had a pregnancy scare with his wife, or like a scare birth, and he was a little demotivated. Not saying that's a good excuse, but you know, you can tell a little bit was just a little bit off on Fury, and Wilder was a little bit more locked on than the second fight. He wasn't believing into his hype, which made it a better fight. But, you know, as you can see, Fury was still able to overcome it. I mean, you're talking about this massive giant. So, and Wilder was able to put him down a total of 3 times in his career. So, time is to fight, please, Eastern. Derek's walking to the ring right now. So, what up, Guts? So, Wilder's in the ring. Chisora is literally walking to the ring right now as we speak. So, it's about to go down literally in like a few minutes. Wilder's chin is suspect now, but he has devastating power, so you just never know. I mean, Fury broke him down, and Wilder took punishment, right? So I don't know if that took something out of him, But Zilai Zhang is also a power puncher, right? An Olympic power puncher. So I don't really knock him either for getting stopped by that guy. So really, when you really think about it, he got hurt by Ortiz. He got hurt by Fury, which is a massive guy. And he got hurt by Zhang. So, I mean, is he chinny? Like, is it probable to really think Deontay Wilder's chinny? Or if he is chinny, he has a lot of heart, right? Like, he gets hurt, but his heart keeps him going. So, I don't know. Really don't know. They call him Wilder for a reason. He is pretty Wilder, man. Wilder's trash, Black Dynamite. Yo, what up, Black Dynamite? Been a minute. Chisora will wear him down and probably stomp by night. That's kind of what I got. We're in sync. So, for everyone coming in, I got Chisora putting a lot of pressure, wearing him down, and possibly getting either a late stoppage or a decisive decision. But probably he'll probably stop him later. I love Wilder, but he's not a technical fighter. I think he will knock out Derek. Yeah, I mean, if he lands a good shot, right? I think his best opportunity, like I keep saying, is the early rounds, right? Derek Chisora is in the ring, so we got both fighters in the ring right now as I speak. So we're getting ready for the announcers and the referees and everyone to do their thing, and we'll be able to call the first round of this heavyweight showdown between the 40 and 42-year-old, where both of these fighters on their 50th fight will let the world know it is not yet the time to call retirement and ready to go on to bigger and better things, right? Or maybe Chisora might still retire, right? So, all right, coming up is Off the Screen. I will hit the start right when they start their bell on my screen. A lot of fighters fought Deontay scared of power. Fury was a little intimidated and made mistakes. You know, another thing is, if you notice Fury, when he put the pressure, instead of like kind of like what you're saying, like wasn't intimidated, because Fury tried to box and it was a tougher fight for him. But when he put the pressure on Wilder and made it aggressive, effective aggression, because there's a lot of guys that put aggression on Wilder, Spilka, Ortiz at times, you know, they've been knocked out. But really, if it's effective aggression, then we already know that Wilder does not like that. So, I think Chisora is not intimidated, and I think he's ready to go. They're both trash. I'd rather see Tyson Fury without me coming up. They ain't start yet? The fuck? Yeah, dude. I mean, the announcer is calling their names now, so. Damn, that slip time said 226. That's why I was tweaking. Chisora moving like an old man. Let's see how he fights. I think Chisora's paid to take a dive, set up. We'll see. Damn, Wabaka. You picking Wilder? Fine mark and some wild shit? Okay. I know you usually like to break down a fight, but this one I could tell you going just a feeling in your heart. So I'm going with Chisora in this. Usyk didn't want to fight Wilder coming off of a loss. That's true. He did say that. Wilder has been lucky enough to have that power and get praised early in his career. Fury exposed and ruined him physically, more important mentally. Chisora wins. Yeah, I mean, I know some people won't like this when I'm getting ready to, when I get to call this, but I'll be honest. I think Wilder has been maneuvered extremely well. I'm not taking anything away from him, but I think his path was one of the least resistant paths in the heavyweight division. I mean, really, at the end of the day, I really wouldn't say Wilder's resume screams out the most top-tier fighters in the division at the time. But at the same time, what made him so intriguing was just the fact that he was always able to find a way, even if he was getting outclassed, to knock somebody out. So you always sit there and question, would he have been able to do that against some of the upper guys like a Joshua and Usyk, right? I mean, he almost did it with Fury. So he is physically like one of the most freakish boxers to come through in recent times. I mean, you're talking about a guy who just started boxing and was a bronze medalist out of nowhere, and then was able to beat like Cuban fighters and defend his title against guys that have a lot more experience. So, all right. Let me see. Let me get my start clock going. To be honest, I think Wilder's elevator no longer goes to the top floor. My guy seems semi-mentally ill. And keep in mind, he's also dealing with this like allegation that came out 2 days ago about, You know, his ex-wife's son. I mean, he's going through a lot right now. Wilder's back. I see him focused and locked in. Wilder's knocking him out in the first. I got a stack. You've been conducting some great interviews. I appreciate it, Wavaka. Has anyone started fighting? About to start right now. Yeah, I haven't been live for a minute, so. All right, there we go. It's starting on my clock right now. Chisora's putting pressure just like I predicted. Wilder's using that jab a little bit, trying to keep Chisora back, and gets caught with a left from Chisora. Chisora is starting to try to rough Wilder up, has him against the ropes. Does a right hook to the body as they clinch. Referee breaks them up. Wilder's making sure that he's keeping that distance, using the jab, while Chisora is putting a lot of pressure. Wilder lands a sneaky little right as they clinch. Chisora lands a little shot in the back of the head, or he breaks him up. Wilder's using that jab to try to keep Chisora off him. Chisora's putting a lot of pressure. Wilder landing a good right shot on Chisora. Chisora's trying to make it ugly. Wilder clinches up, doing a great job tying Chisora up. Referee breaks them up. Chisora's ready to put pressure again. Wilder is using that long reach to get some distance, but Chisora gets inside and lands about 3-4 good body shots on Wilder while he's on the ropes. They clinch and tie up again. I think someone earlier said there's going to be a lot of clinching. It looks like exactly what it is. Wilder's doing a great job with the clinching. Chisora slowly inching in as they clinch up again. Wilder's using a lot of clinching tactics, signaling that he's getting hit in the back of the head. Chisora's putting a lot of pressure again. Wilder tries to throw a right hand and misses. Chisora's trying to go for the body. Chisora's digging to the body. Wilder clinches again. Chisora's trying to get after Wilder. Every time Chisora gets close to Wilder, Wilder ties up. Wilder's using that jab to just keep Chisora on the end of his right or end of his left, trying to set up that right. They clinch up again. Very ugly fight right now. Wilder's everybody's lottery win, the best bet in the history. Wilder's using distance really well right now. Barely misses a right. Chisora leaps in. They clinch. Referee's letting them work. They tie up. Ref breaks them up. Wilder's still using that jab to keep Chisora on his back foot. Chisora is still inching forward. Wilder walks a little bit more towards the inside of the ring. Chisora's pushing the back. Both of them land a good right hand in the clinch. They're just going right hand on the clinch. Wilder leans on Chisora on the ropes, and Wilder's just throwing punches. The ref is pulling him off. Someone in Chisora's corner jumps in the ring, kind of pissed off. Almost looked like Wilder just throwing punches, almost like rabbit punches. As I said, clinching fight. It might be a draw if it goes the distance. The way this guy says Wilder sounds like water. Jake Paul is a skilled fighter. Wilder's not a fan of Jake Paul. Let's see. Chisora was just running from Wilder. The lure of his punching power cleared the competitors. Oh. What's going on? Hold on. Did my DAZN just crash? Hold on. I think my DAZN just... Hold on. Let me refresh. Wilder is water. There goes my 340. Yep. I mean, look, the likelihood of that first round knockout is very slim. (10-9) Chisora. What do you think? You think Wilder looks comfortable? You think he's Wilder's not skilled enough to fight an entire fight like this? If someone is in his corner in the ring before stop, that's a disqualification. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just going to be the benefit of the doubt, you know, kind of the UK privilege a little bit. I mean, I know that, I don't know what's going on with my DAZN right now. All right, there we go. I logged off and logged out. All right, I'm good. I'm good, guys. All right, there we go. All right, Wilder's on his back foot. Oh! Oh, did he land a good shot on Chisora? Oh, he's landing some good shots on Chisora. Hey, Wilder might pull this off. He's landing some good shots. Someone said a fixed fight. Derek Chisora is fighting his way off the ropes. Deontay Wilder might pull this off. He's landing some good shots. Wilder looks very poised right now, using that distance very well, maintaining that pressure. All right, Wilder's using that jab, keeping Derek Chisora on the back end. Chisora's still inching forward. Lands a good shot on Wilder. Catches Wilder. Wilder looks a little dazed. He clinches up. Chisora's having a little success. They clinch up. Wilder looks a little buzzed. The referee breaks them up. Chisora's starting to have success now, digging to the body. These guys both hurt each other in the second round. It seemed like Chisora recovered. All right. Man. Good right hand from Wilder. They clinch up. Chisora has Wilder on the ropes. This is actually a really great fight. Man, dude, this is actually a really great heavyweight fight. Wilder's having great success from a distance, but when Chisora gets on the inside, he actually lands some really good shots. All right, let me get my timer properly set. Yeah, this is a great fight so far. Wilder's going to bite him. All right. Third round. I think the second round, you can have a difference in opinion. I mean, right now, you could make this maybe 1-1. Both will gas out soon. A lot of clinching will not go to distance for sure. All right. Deontay Wilder still using that paw and jab, trying to land a sneaky right uppercut. Barely misses. Ties up Chisora in the corner. Chisora pushes Wilder back. This referee has a lot of work to do. Breaking up. Wilder barely misses with a sneaky right hand right over Chisora's head. All right. Wilder's clinched up. Chisora's trying to work. Referee breaks him up. A lot of clinching in this heavyweight fight. Wilder's using that jab, trying to keep Chisora on the back end. Chisora's trying to do everything he can, get it on the inside. Wilder lands a good little sneaky right, but Chisora's targeting the body. They clinch again. Derek Chisora, high guard, coming forward. Gets caught with a right hand. Gets caught with another right hand. Chisora's in the corner now. Wilder's starting to work. Chisora's bent down. Wilder's trying to work. Referee breaks him up. Wilder's just missing with that right hand. He tries to do a swinging left. Wilder has to make sure he doesn't get tired. Chisora's starting to work now, pushing Wilder on the back. Starting to get a little busy. Wilder's holding on tight, holding really tight on Chisora. A lot of big swings. Oh, and a good right hand from Wilder lands on Chisora. And Chisora's just trying to work. He's trying to work in the clinch. Every time he gets close, Wilder clinches up. And Chisora just trying to work. Referee breaks him up. Wilder's doing a great job this round. Good right hand landing on Chisora. Chisora lands a swinging shot and misses wide. Wilder tried to retaliate. They clinch up. Referee's breaking them up. If they call it clinching cuddles, maybe they wouldn't do it so much. Oh, what's going on? Is something going on with Chisora? Chisora's just in the corner, like, not fighting. And Wilder just comes up and starts swinging. And the ref comes and tries to save him. And he's saying something to the ref. He's saying like he can't see or something. But the ref didn't say, don't fight. Wilder came in and tried to fight him. And honestly, the ref should have just let it go. Wow. Someone said the fix is in. The ref is on matters, yo. Honestly, I'll be just honest with you. That ref should have just let that go. I mean, that was really not a place to stop the action. I mean, just because a fighter's standing still, you got to let it go, man. There was no reason to stop the action. What up, Johnny boy? What's up, my guy? What up, Baby Z? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I mean, I picked Chisora to win this, so I'm not like rooting as if like that's the pick. I actually would be wrong, but what was that? The ref? Oh, shit. Chisora comes out swinging. Wilder barely misses with a right. So Chisora's corner didn't get a point or any DQ for that corner jumping in. And for some reason, there was this weird little referee stopping, breaking the action that kind of saved Chisora. So even the ref soon will gas out. Wilder has his chance to end it. He had it, man. FightHype's the best for sure. He probably got poked in the eye. I get it, man. I think he did, but good right hand landing on top of Chisora. Wilder's starting to land really clean shots. He's getting a lot of success, but Chisora's still digging to the body. Right hook to the body, over the top, still working up close. Chisora's still trying to make this a roughhouse fight, but Wilder's landing the more successful, clean shots. You have your money on Wilder. He's looking good right now. Yep, exactly. Protect yourself at all times, just like Ken. What up, Ken? Man, the whole FightHype crew in the building, man. Good body shots by Derek. Yeah, every time Derek gets close, he needs to try to zap a little of the energy out of him and just go straight to the body. Just start trying to, but good jab from Wilder. Wilder landed a good jab to keep Chisora on the back end. Chisora just lunging in. Wilder clinches. Chisora tries to throw Wilder on the floor, and he did. Wilder's getting up off the floor. Keep in mind, when a fighter has to pick themselves on the floor, that's a lot of energy right now. So regardless of whatever was out of it, it was still successful in the attempt to try to tire Wilder out. Chisora is still putting a lot of pressure right now. Good jab from Chisora. Beats Wilder to it. Chisora is starting to put a little bit more head movement, trying to close the distance. They clinch and tie up. Chisora is still digging to the body. Still trying to tire Wilder out, trying to take him to the later rounds. A good right hand lands from Wilder on the top. Another right hand misses, but he lands a right hand right after. Chisora got to be careful. Oh, Chisora lands a good right on Wilder after Wilder landed a right on him. Wilder looks a little dazed. Chisora starting to put a little bit more action into him. He's starting to dig to the body. They both exchanged rights, but I think Wilder got a little bit dazed in that. Oh, and another right catches Wilder. I think Wilder's hurt, guys. Wilder sticks his tongue out, trying to let him know, like, nah. But you know how that goes. He's acknowledging a good shot, and Chisora's going straight to the body, digging to the body. Now he's going back to the top. He's starting to work Wilder in the corner. What seemed to be a great round for Wilder, he got caught, and he was in a lot of trouble right there. This is a no blinker. What's up, Eric? It's been a while since I've been on your live. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on a live, honestly. But it's not perfect, but good and fair anyway. If Wilder can win this impressively, sky's the limit. I mean, he just has to watch out from getting caught being too comfortable. I think he got a little too comfortable throwing his right hands. Chisora timed him, caught him. I mean, he ate a right hand as well. Actually, I take that back. He didn't even eat a right hand in the exchange. Wilder missed with the right hand and got countered. So I take that back. He actually weaved Wilder's shot and caught him with a right hand with a great counter. Woo! I take that back. Wilder's good clinching moves when Chisora. I agree, but that last bit could have secured Chisora that round. Wilder legs can't handle the punch. He definitely was hurt. What's the score? I probably have it like 3 or 4 to Wilder. I think that last round you could definitely say it was Chisora because he definitely rocked Wilder. And Wilder was doing pretty good. Chisora's starting to reach now. Going after Wilder. Lands a good little left jab. Starting to get Wilder a little bit uncomfortable on the ropes and lands a good right hand. It's feeling like the momentum's going to Chisora. Wilder's legs looks a little wobbly now. Wilder looks a little unsteady. What started to be a good start is starting to now enter Chisora's territory. Chisora is still putting a lot of pressure on Wilder. Wilder's trying to land a good right hand. And Chisora just falls back. I think he got tripped up and fell back. Chisora slowly getting up. Very slow getting up from the canvas. Wilder's toast. How many more rounds in this fight? We're in the 5th round right now. That took a lot of energy of Chisora to get up from that canvas. Good right hand from Chisora. Lands on Wilder flush. Wilder's on the back. Takes it well. They clinch. Starting to feel like a Chisora round again. Chisora putting a lot of pressure. Landing some good jabs. Starting to land some overhand rights on Wilder. Wilder's doing a little bit of some little sneaky rights on Chisora. Chisora misses with a right. Chisora's starting to throw some serious right hand bombs. Wilder is definitely looking tired. Looks like Wilder's legs are tired. And like I said early in the stream, the keys to victory for Derek Chisora is pressure, clinch, lean, roughhouse, turn into a grind. Just don't let Wilder extend his arms. Close the distance. But he's having a lot of success with that right hand. And Wilder pushes Chisora on the floor. And Chisora again trying to pick himself up from the canvas. Tiring himself. Getting late to his feet. But Chisora continue. Body work. Slow Wilder down. Take away his power. That push was actually smart for Wilder to get a little breather and tire Chisora out. Slow the momentum down. Could be a little dirty, but part of the game. Chisora having some success. Sneaky right hand to the body. A couple good jabs. They tie up in a clinch. This is all Chisora round right now. Wilder's having a hard time maintaining that distance and keeping Chisora off of him. Wilder hasn't landed anything super serious or significant in this round. Very Chisora round. Not a pretty round for Wilder. The momentum's heavily favoring Chisora. We're entering the rounds in the later part where I also said that I think Chisora is definitely going to be favorable in this part. He's too big for Wilder. Wilder's not jabbing. He's just holding and jabbing. I mean, the clinching, I'm not against the clinching. It's very important to stop Chisora from working in the inside. But, however, at the same time, I definitely can say that this fight right here is slowly going into Chisora's territory, man. Wilder fades in the second half. You know, his power is starting to dwindle a little bit. His confidence doesn't look as sharp as it was in the early mid first half. So he needs to control that distance. It's a great action-packed fight. A little sloppy, a little clinching, but when they start fighting, legs are very important. I agree. Legs are jello. So we're getting ready to go into the 6th round right now. Probably have a 3-2. Yeah, I agree. That's probably a good scorecard right there. 3-2 Wilder, maybe with the momentum going to Chisora. What I rate the fight out of 10 for? I mean, it's a little sloppy. It's a you know, a lot of clinching, but when they're not clinching, that's when the fight breaks out. You know, Chisora is starting to lay in a lot more flush right hands than he did early on. You know, Wilder was having a lot of success early on, but now it's starting to be Chisora. Chisora is having a lot more success doing leaping jabs, jumping in, trying to sneak a little sneaky right hand. But Wilder turned Chisora and landed a good right hand. Chisora high guard. Good uppercut from Wilder, catches Chisora. Chisora eats it, but steps forward and eats a right hand from Wilder. Wilder landed some serious bombs and another right uppercut catches Chisora. And a good jab. Chisora just eating serious punches from Wilder. He's still coming forward. And then Wilder turns Chisora after Chisora missed the shot. Has him on the ropes. Swinging. A few shots misses. Lands a little weird little hammer fist punch on the top of the head. Chisora is lunging forward. They clinch. This round, Wilder's a problem. Over right hand effective from Derek Chisora. Punching Chisora silly. Yo, he's landing some serious shots on Chisora. Good right hand from Chisora, and Wilder fires back with a right. This is a Wilder round right now. Chisora's left eye is bleeding right now. And I assume it has to be from those right hands. Either a right uppercut or a right hand. Chisora's left eye is bleeding after he eats a right and eats another right. Wilder is having a lot of successful shots. Pinpoint accurate. Chisora's trying to dig to the body. And Wilder landing again. Not as flush, but Wilder is in full control in this round. Chisora is leaning on Wilder in the corner. But right now, this is probably Wilder's best round in the whole entire fight. After coming off arguably one of the worst parts of the last 2 rounds. So Wilder made some serious adjustments. Chisora landing a sneaky little right on Wilder in the clinch. When you don't have strong legs, I don't give a shit how hard you punch. You got to get the punch early because their legs are going to give in. Yeah. Wilder has always been notorious for having little skinny legs. So, and the older he gets too, it's not going to get any better. But he's getting better right now in the 6th round. He's handling Chisora very well. He ties up very well in the clinch. He's turning Chisora on the ropes. Chisora's left eye is still bleeding. Blood is coming out. Not like pouring out, but it's you can see there's some blood out of the left eye. Wilder's using the space and distance very well. Chisora steps in and lands a couple good right hands to the body and lands a sneaky right to the top and goes back to the body with another right. 3 rights to the body from Chisora. Chisora's doing great on the inside. Lands a good jab, but Wilder lands a sneaky right uppercut again and catches Chisora coming in. Chisora needs to be very careful just coming right in. Wilder's just landing these right uppercuts very, very easy and lands a good right hand at the end of the round. Solid right hand, solid 6th round from Deontay Wilder. Comes back and arguably secures that round. Probably the easiest round with all the punchings he's done. Probably a 4-2. We're probably looking at this as a 4-2 Deontay Wilder. This ref definitely sucks. I agree. But at the same time, it is what it is. The ref has a job here. The Wilder worked some good accurate uppercuts. He did. And some good right hands. Refs calling this, I reckon, be tragic, but I can see it. But man, dude, Chisora has a hell of a chin because he's landing some good shots. Wilder's landing that uppercut. Yeah, this ref sucks. Good uppercut. Wilder, come on. Prove doubters wrong. A lot of action going on right now. All right. Chisora is still putting a lot of pressure right now on Wilder. That's the name of the game. Just putting pressure. Going after Wilder. Trying to dig to the body. Wilder still. Oh! Wilder tries to land a sneaky right. Gets caught with a shot. Chisora landed a good counter. We're in the 7th round. This is where Chisora is supposed to turn it up. This is where success is starting to come in. Good little sneaky right hand from Chisora. Carl Frampton sees this 3-3. I have it about 4-2. Wilder, so very close fight. I wouldn't be mad at a 3-3 scorecard, you know. I mean, to be honest, my stream kind of took a dump on the 2nd round, so. But Chisora is going straight to the body again, trying to wear out Wilder, hitting on the side of the hip to the body. Wilder still looks fresh, though, in this round, so he seems like he's recovered from the shots that he took. Good little sneaky uppercut from Wilder lands, and Wilder trying to land that right hand, and Chisora dodges it. Wilder's leaning on Chisora in the ropes, and the ref pushes and breaks them up again. If you give Chisora the 2nd round, it's 3-3. Okay. See, I didn't really, you know, like I didn't really get to see it too much, so. But I'm not mad at 3-3. It's even. Okay, yeah. I did have a round that I didn't really get to see, so I was compromised. So it seems like everyone has a 3-3 or so. But right now, in the 7th round, they're not putting on a lot of action, a lot of clinching. Looking a little tired. Kind of a close round. Anyone's round could be in this last minute now. Good sneaky leaping left hook from Chisora. They clinch. It's almost like a punch and a clinch is happening pretty often right now, so. I always put a pound on the draw, and I never win. Really, out of all the draws that's happened, Chisora left to the body is effective. Honestly, his right to the body is also effective too. 2 big men, it's hard to handle. I agree. As long as Wilder's not tired, he's up, or he's good. Body shots versus gas tank. As much as I love the sport, I hate when they get hurt in the eyes. Bit of WWE coming up. Yeah, I don't even know how to score this round, to be honest. And oh! And Chisora lost balance and was falling backwards, and Wilder took advantage and landed a good right hand, and he fell on top of Chisora, tiring Chisora out with that. It wasn't anything serious, but just Wilder falling on Chisora and hitting him on the way down is definitely equivalent of taking a good shot. So that is going to carry on to making Derek Chisora look more fatigued. Honestly, I think Chisora is the one that's kind of getting more tired, as crazy as it sounds. Is Chisora the one that looks a little bit more tired? Chisora is tired now? Okay, all right. So we're on the same page then. Belly suplex at the end. Spine buster. It looks like Wilder caught his 2nd win. For the most part, it is pretty uneventful, but when they are fighting, it is action packed. But hard to turn the volume down a notch. You need to hear in my period. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, man. I think Chisora's tired. All right, 5 to go. We're in the 8th round. The referee pulls both together to, I guess, give them some sort of pep talk and some sort of warning. Man, just let this fight go, ref. Yeah, both are getting warned. Chisora is starting to let go of his first 15 seconds. Chisora is going for broke, throwing a whole bunch of punches to the body, going after Deontay Wilder. Chisora came out guns blazing. Deontay Wilder's trying to counter Chisora or land a good shot when he's coming in. Chisora's making this ugly. Going right after Wilder. Right hook to the body. Right hook to the body. Right to the top. Chisora going right hook to the body again. Chisora's digging a lot of good sneaky body shots in the clinch. I don't know what this ref is doing right now. Oh, an overhand right. Catches Wilder. And Wilder catches with a right and another right and a third right. Derek Chisora catches 4 rights in a row after Wilder eats his right. Chisora is hurt. He's back. And Wilder gets caught with a right. Chisora's about to get knocked out. The ropes catches Chisora and keeps him up. Oh, my God. Chisora lands a vicious right that looked like it hurt Wilder. And Wilder landed 4 rights. Sends Chisora back. Chisora plays possum and lands almost a right on Wilder, and Wilder pushes him, and the ropes keeps Chisora up. Chisora is down. Wilder has dropped Chisora, and Chisora is hanging out the ropes. Oh my God. He is down. Wilder is about to be over. That was a knockdown. Yep. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck is going on? The zone. The parrot is dead. No second knockdown. What a counter, dude. Oh my God. Why is my stream all fucked up? Hold on. Jesus. The ref is cheating. Just saw him go and get tired. He'll be 51 weight. Yeah. And keep in mind, Chisora has all that weight. I don't understand what's going on, man. Like, what is going on? Yeah, Wilder definitely got a second win. Yeah, that was... So Wilder pretty much separated himself in that situation. That was a crazy round when it came to counters, man. Like, I don't... Yo, the amount of counters that was going on in there was absolutely insane. But Chisora's going to go, man. Oh, man, dude. What is going on? He did, yeah. Chisora definitely came back at the end, though. Wilder definitely used a lot of energy in that, though. Yeah, man. The zone just be at least on my end, man. Just yeah, Wilder's tired now. I mean, look, you got two guys that have great heart, man. Honestly. What's crazy is AJ just sitting there right now. So at any point, like, the fight can happen, you know? I wonder if this fight is going to go to distance, man. That dude Chisora just constantly keeps hunting after him. Just constant pressure. I'm very surprised that Wilder's able to actually maintain this pace. Good right hand. Man, this ref is terrible, man. With the Wilder point deducted. Yeah, they're both tired. I have the fight not going the distance, man. They're both tired, man. Someone's going to probably either get clipped or they're just going to, I don't know. Man, this is, why is there always like, and it's not even shot at like British, like boxing, because I like British boxing, but we're in the 9th round right now. It's always something that goes down in the UK when it comes to inside the ring. I know that US has been notorious for having terrible judges, but I feel like UK has terrible refs, man. Just, oh my lordy. Derek came in at 270, and that's the most he's ever weighed. Word? What up, Brotherhood? It's like shit like that just zaps the excitement out of the fight. You just kind of just go, oh my god, bro. You just you just sit there and just shake your head, man. Like, oh my god. All right, end of the 9th round. Oh, we got 3 more rounds left. Across all the sports, Derek is the heaviest he's ever been. That's crazy. Is there a reason why? Has there been an interview out there that said he stated like why he's at this weight or why he wanted to be? I got to give props to Derek because he's been hurt so many. Actually, they've both been hurt quite a few times in this fight. And they've been Derek more than Wilder. It looks like Chisora's left eye's kind of closing up. It was bleeding earlier. Just eating all those right hands. What up, my boy? Jay Watts in the building. Hey, $10 super chat. My guy, what it do? Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Are you watching the fight? Wilder's getting a little resurgence in this fight, man. He's throwing some left hooks. He's throwing some left hooks. He's starting to land some good left shots on Derek Chisora. Throwing some left hooks to the body. I didn't know Wilder had some lefts. Chisora is definitely looking kind of beat up a little bit right now. What up, Doug? Heavyweight action Saturday afternoon has been outstanding. Right now, I got Deontay Wilder winning so far. Wilder's winning. He's actually dropped Chisora, but then there was a point deduction because, you know, we out in the UK, bro. They just say what you want. American got terrible judges, but the UK got terrible refs. But Wilder's starting to really beat up Chisora a little bit. Chisora is the one that's actually tired the second half. I predicted that it would be the other way around. And Wilder got the second win, like some people in the chat said. Wilder smells blood. Wilder needed this more than Chisora. After this, he cashes out and says goodbye in boxing. I'm very surprised at the fact that Wilder is able to. He's smiling. He's taunting Chisora. He has Chisora in the corner right now, pawing a jab, trying to line Chisora up. Chisora just back on the ropes and eats a right hand. You think the ref's going to stop this? I don't know, man. He might take another point. Chisora's going straight to the body. But oh, he catches Wilder with a good left hook. But Wilder just ate it well. Good jab to the body from Chisora. Wilder catches him with a little sneaky right uppercut. But Wilder's looking good right now. This is old fighters. This should be an old man category in boxing. Honestly, old man category boxing is kind of a fire. Oh, I don't know. I've seen some bad old man fighting, so I'm gonna get excited. This is heavyweight, so. A lot of clinching going on right now. Honestly, I gotta say they both got a chin, man, and they both got heart, and they both land good right hands. Chisora's trying to make it rough, starts catching water in the clinch. All right, 2 more rounds. It said I think Jake Paul can beat both of them. Body shots don't seem to have been working on, for Chisora. I thought Wilder would be more gassed. I agree. I'm very surprised that Wilder is able to just hang in there. I mean, listen, Chisora is doing a great job. I thought the strategy coming in, putting pressure and going to the body would be the key ingredient of making this an easier fight, but I thought this was lining up Joshua Wilder for some reason. They look so old. They look like 2 old ass dudes fighting for the love of childhood sweetheart. He's putting some pressure on Wilder. Still going to the body. Still persistent. They look 2 as dudes fighting for the final rounds. Who will last? If Wilder loses, he should retire. Maybe sell insurance. I mean, if he doesn't get caught with anything crazy, I think he'll do fine. But Chisora's just still putting pressure. Wilder's picking, landing some good shots from a distance. I think if he makes it to the 12th and doesn't get caught with anything crazy, I think he can secure this fight. But, you know, Chisora still seems alive and dangerous. I don't know how this dude Chisora is still chugging along. Chisora's still going after Wilder. Digging to the body. Wilder got to make sure Chisora doesn't get any sneaky rounds on him. These rounds where he just lands a whole bunch of body shots. Chisora's putting a lot of pressure. Good right hand from Wilder. Man, Chisora got a chin, man. He's eating so many right hands in this fight. Even with this win, this version, Deontay isn't beating Usyk. Yeah, no, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Nah, unless Usyk gets caught with a shot. What the hell? Did Chisora just get sent through the ropes right now? Yep. And he's counting them. He's counting them. This first time seeing Chisora back off. Hey. Oh, man. If Deontay can get a knockout, Derek Chisora in the second half, this is huge. Oh, and Wilder slips. Wait. The ref is counting Wilder knocked down? What is this ref doing? No? No? Okay, never mind. It was a slip. I thought he was going to count it. Okay. Wilder slips. In the end of the 11th round. The ref is in UK. What was it? I think there was who was the ref that was reffing for Joshua and was it Joseph Parker? I know he wasn't from the UK, but he's still reffing in the UK. He's shit. It's almost like when refs go in the UK, it just becomes shit. Wait, so did he count that as a was it wait, are they counting as a knockdown? I'm so confused. Alright man, I'm done with this fight, dude. Just get this over with, man. Alright, so was that a knockdown and the ref called it a slip? I'm trying to see like because should I rewind this? Was it a knockdown that was ruled a slip? The amount of Vaseline Chisora's face surprised a punch even lands. Yeah, it's a very messy fight. Even ref counted a knockdown there. Wilder's still up on the scorecards. I'm curious what the scorecard is going to be. Honestly, I don't even know who they're gonna score this for, man. And someone put money line. Who was it? Someone betted money line, which is very Deontay Wilder money line. Who was the dude that picked Deontay Wilder money line? That's crazy. They're setting up a robbery. It's a slugfest. Just terrible to watch. They're just. You were the one that had Deontay money line? Money line for Wilder? Damn. I never thought this fight was going to last this long. All right. We'll just have to see. I think the scorecards might be closer than I think, man. How do you guys have this? If it went the distance, man. I feel like Chisora had some sneaky rounds in there, man. But I still say that Wilder won the fight, but it's just. I'll say that Wilder does look like a lot better than he did in his last fight, man. Wilder found his jab in the last round. They should both retire tonight. 115, 113 Wilder. Can't be a draw. Oh my god. Both running on fumes, pride, and a little bit of Viagra. I'm surprised Chisora was able to take some of those shots, bro. That was crazy. Wilder won. May call it a draw, though. It is in the UK, man. it was a pretty competitive fight. I'm not gonna lie. There was moments where Chisora was getting some sneaking rounds in, but for the most part, Wilder had a lot of the highlights. And I think just looking at it, I think you could just tell that Wilder thinks he won the fight, and I don't know if Chisora really has that same type of energy. So someone said, "Come on, Chisora robbery." That's crazy. All right, we're just waiting for scorecards. Wilder landed a lot of good shots, no robbery. Give us your scores. Wilder 7. $116, $112. It seems like everyone has Wilder. I think Wilder won the fight, man. And I told you guys, man, if Wilder wins, I'm terrible at picking heavyweight fights. Like, straight up. I think I've gotten all these heavyweight fights wrong. Because you can't use logic in heavyweights. You're like, oh, Wilder's going to get tired the second half. And Wilder would have to knock him out early on. And then Chisora would drag him in the second half. And Wilder's going to get tired. But no, Wilder didn't get tired. Dude, I never get heavyweight fights right. Appreciate it, Sean. The second half, I was kind of just half-assing. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate it, Chris. All right, let's see.
Judge at ringside, Sean McAvoy has it. 115, 111 for Wilder. By 4 for Wilder.
115, 113 to Wilder. And there's one for Chisora. Oh, man. 115, 113. Okay, split decision. And Deontay Wilder won. Yeah. No shame in Chisora's game, man. 42 years old, man. Fighting another puncher, man. This dude's fought Vitaly. This dude's fought Usyk. He fought Fury. He fought Wilder. I mean, geez, dude. This dude has fought Parker. He's fought Agate Cabriel. Yeah, hey, if you bet it on Wilder, man, you guys made some money. The underdog gave you guys some money. Hell yeah. Yeah, 115, 113 Chisora. Yeah, I don't know. How you behind me in the rounds ahead of me in the score? Dude, my shit's all messed up, man. I told you. You know what? I actually rewinded the fight. This is what happened. I was behind because the DAZN was messed up. So I rewinded it. And I watched it like in my time to catch up. Because it fucked up. So at that point, once it was over, I refreshed it. And then, yeah, you know, it brought me up. I don't know, dude. You know, DAZN. I'll never get a DAZN sponsor because they always do something I'm heavily critical. They stream messes up. They raise the prices to some crazy. They make you sign a year's subscription and don't know any of the fights that come out. They make you sign and then you got to pay pay-per-view on top of it. Look, we're just in the DAZN world right now, man. But I'm always gonna be critical of them. That was easy money underdog. Easy money? I don't know. It looked like Wilder worked for it. Let's see if Chisora retires. Bomb squad. Wilder came into the fight very calm. No yelling, no screaming like he did with Tyson. Maybe he did change a bit, but look who he's fighting. Come on now. Dell was 52, actually, I thought. Deontay Wilder won. Yeah, you did. You did call it. Gambling sucks. Don't do it. Great action, though. Yeah, you did say it. 115, 113. Wilder won, man. Split decision. Give Deontay a title shot or fight against AJ. I mean, does he fight Usyk now? Do you want to see him Usyk or AJ now? Lost. Better hit the slots. Bound to win there. He did it. He carried a heavy armor and won the fight. What a bizarre fight, though, man. That ref definitely made that fight just go all over the place. You want to see him versus AJ? Yeah, I think Wilder and AJ is at that point now. One fighting YouTubers, one fighting 42-year-olds. They should both retire. Ref was terrible. Yeah, Wilder should have like a farewell fight with like AJ or Usyk, and then my man said you buying me a bottle. I appreciate it. I don't drink though. But I appreciate it. I'll drink up to that. I don't want to see Usyk turn Deontay's head into a speed bag. Poor guy needs to get out of the win. So Wilder just pretty much in the ring just talked about how much like he healed and how people don't care about fighters and nobody cares once they're done. They're bringing Chisora up on the mic now. Yeah, I got that wrong. Derek Chisora saying that he got pushed out of ropes and that's why he would have won if it didn't happen. He don't know why he got pushed out the ropes. We are boozing. Wilder's no, they're both warriors, man. What if Sil, Bronze, Bomber versus AJ next? AJ shot. Too many analysis wrong. Wilder proved them all wrong. I agree. I was one of them. I told y'all in the beginning, though. You were here. I said, even though I'm breaking this down, I always get heavyweight fights wrong. So, to a certain point, if I pick against myself, because I know I'm always wrong at heavyweights. I say it all the time. This is my breakdown. This is who I think is going to win. Yada, yada, yada. I typically side with the bookie. But for some reason, I always get heavyweights wrong. I get everything else right. Always get heavyweights wrong. So, in the future, when I'm calling a heavyweight fight and I'm breaking it down, just pick the opposite of what I'm saying. And it's not because I'm not breaking it down logically. It's just it's the heavyweight division. It's the division of the unpredictable. Watch. Wilder versus Usyk. I'm going to pick Usyk and then Wilder knock out Usyk. And I'm going to be like, yo, bro, I don't know how this constantly happens to me. Yeah, Usyk's body has looked like one of those. Oh, these dudes gave Chisora a participation trophy award. No shade to that, but they gave him like a WBA 50th title. I mean, 50th win. Oh, no, my bad. 50th fight. So it's like a WBA belt. It's blue. Put 50 on it, saying, hey, congratulations. You fought 50 fights. You get a trinket. Which at the end of the day just sums it up again. Like, these are primarily trophies and belts. Chisora's probably made an unbelievable amount of money and never won a world title. So really, at the end of the day, there's world champions that haven't made nowhere near as amount of money I assume Chisora's making and made. So props to him, man. That's the real championship prize in prize fighting, the money. So Wilder versus, no, dude, hell no. That fight I will get right. That fight I will get right. Itama. Yeah, keep Wilder away from Itama. But then again, I might get it wrong. I don't know, dude. Heavyweights, but congratulations to Wilder. Congratulations to both for making it to the 50th fight healthy and out the ring. Out of 50 fights healthy. Who cares who won? Moses Itama's on the way. I mean, that's why I said, Ziggy, keep Wilder away from him. Usyk's 2 more fights and has to retire. So according to them, they want Usyk to fight everyone. He's very smart. He's the perfect age to retire. Yeah, man, Usyk gotta go, man. Like, let him. He don't need to do anything. He's arguably about to retire as the heavyweight pound. He's gonna retire as a heavyweight, and arguably a pound for pound too. So, AJ shot. So Wilder is talking to Chisora's daughter, and he's saying, look, you should be very proud of your father. And, yeah, some of that mushy stuff. He said Chisora's his brother. He loves him. Wilder's inviting Chisora to come out to Alabama for a cookout. Wilder may have hit his peak a few years ago. His stamina issues and getting hit by punches, he used to slip. He used to be freakishly, like, fast too, man. So, yeah, I mean, dude, we're talking about 40, 42-year-olds that's been knocked out multiple times. They're comfortable. They made a lot of money. Yeah. Props to these guys. South Africa in the building. What's up, Jay? It would be Wilder's best interest to stay away from Itama. Yeah, they won't. They won't do that. They won't do that. They won't do that. Yeah, so. All right. So, not much to say from this point, man. We'll just kind of sum it up. Isn't there some female fights going on tonight? Right? I think I might. Thank you for sharing. No, I appreciate you guys coming to the stream. I appreciate you guys coming rocking with the channel. The next fight that I'll actually be at will be David Benavidez out in Vegas. So I won't be doing a live stream. I'll actually be there. But actually no, I take that back. I think the next live stream I'll do will be with Tyson Fury. And I think it'll be Tyson Fury and friends. I'll have a couple guests, and I think I have my buddy Ken. We're going to work something out and do a live for that one together. So, actually, next week will be the next live. But the next fight I'll be at is the David Benavidez. So, who won? Wasn't paying 25 quid. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All good, bro. This is my first time here. I appreciate it, Jay. Yeah, stay on the channel. We got tons of content. If you look through, we got a lot of stuff on there. But the person who won today, DB, was Deontay Wilder. And I don't think it was controversy. I thought Deontay Wilder won. Wilder actually had a second win, which a lot of us, myself included, didn't think was going to happen. A lot of us favored Chisora because Wilder has shown a decline, and Chisora tends to pick it up, and the pressure alone may have made it a difficult fight for me to pick for Wilder to win, but he proved all of us wrong outside of his supporters, his believers, and the ones that never doubt him. So for all the Wilder fans out there, enjoy this win. You guys deserve it. You know, Wilder's had a very rough last 6 fights, and I'm curious what happens next. I wonder what the next fight will be. When is the next big fight date? Next week, Tyson Fury, Conor Benn. It's going to be that fight. Then after that, I think we got some women fights going on. And then the David Benavidez fight's coming up. So who won again? I was taking a shit. Deontay Wilder, so calm. So yeah, no, I appreciate you, DB, man. We do these lives here and there for people who don't want to buy it or just want to have a watch along or just rather just hear, someone just talk about it and save some money, man. Because I know these fights are expensive or it's just hard to find the fight sometimes. So, yep. So, but yeah, there's a female fights going on tonight. Caroline Dubois, and also there's some Australian fights tonight. I think Tim Tszyu, right? Tim Tszyu is fighting. Not really excited for the fight. I do know that once the fight, if he does win the fight, I think they're saying Errol Spence. So, let me check up the box rep real quick, because I am curious about if Caroline's going to win this fight, which is going to determine the outcome of maybe her and Alicia Baumgartner, right? Yeah, he did get Five Guys. Hey, Five Guys is fire, man. Lauren Price, right? Some Lauren Price card. Hold on. Yeah, Lauren Price card is on. So if you guys want a little bit more boxing, there's some female boxing. Lauren Price, Caroline Dubois, Terry Harper. And then later, there'll be Tim Tszyu and Sam Goodman. Well, but it was by points. Wilder went the distance, so he was able to drop Chisora, but neither here or there. I appreciate you guys coming here and rocking with your boy, man. We'll be back for the Tyson Fury. Stay locked in if you guys haven't seen. There's a lot of interviews, a couple from my boy Ken, me, Chris, Jay Watts, the list goes on, Johnny, Los, Ben Thompson, the founder. Yeah, man. Two drunk uncles at a barbecue fight. It's the best way to describe it. Squid ink pasta. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing all you guys, man. I think we hit about 24,000 views in total. Appreciate you guys, man. And yeah, you guys enjoy your Saturday, man. If you want to watch some female fights, we got some female fights on tonight. Or it's going on right now. Other than that, just enjoy an easy day on easy Saturday, man. Tomorrow also Zuffa 5. Guys are also curious. Troy Nash, Robert Merriweather, Andres Cortez, Mark Mexayo. Not the most marketable super names, but it should be an interesting Zuffa 5 card, man. Check it out. We'll have some content from there. Ken and Chris will be out there. So appreciate you, Baby Z, also for being here for the watch along. Just stay tuned. Just keep an eye on. We're going to have more coming through. So, all right, man. You guys stay blessed. Congratulations, Deontay Wilder. And congratulations to Derek Chisora for making it to the big 5-0. Both of them for the 5-0. And yeah, man. Easy night. Don't need to elongate this and over-narrate, man. Peace, y'all.